Warning, this podcast contains language not suitable for children and some adults.
You're in a haunted Victorian-era city, trapped inside a wall of lightning powered by demon blood. Your game master for Blades in the Dark is Sean Cruz. Now,
Come along for the ride of your life.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Oops, We Broke the Multiverse podcast. To my right, as always, and still, is Sean Cruz. Across the table for me, still, and again, is Anthony Gabba. We have a new arrangement because we have a new studio, so in between Anthony and Sean, making a world's weirdest threesome, is AnnMare Cruz now.
Get it.
It's probably not the world's weirdest, considering the background.
Yeah. Don't defend yourself.
Okay.
It makes it easier for me. Shout out to our Patreon. Thank you guys. We're up to 8 subscribers now. Thank you all so much for everything that you do on a monthly basis. I know Sean's one of them, but thank you too, Sean, you know. Piece of shit.
I'm
Up
supporting
the
the show.
numbers.
This is I listen to it. I like it. I'm a fan.
And a shout out on our Instagram as well. People who follow us, you guys have been giving us a lot of like comments and shout outs and everything like that. And we appreciate everything you guys do. You guys really do make this possible and really excited to continue doing this. Any other shout outs I should do? Brian Lynn's, we already do that. Of course, Major Powers of Lo-Fi Symphony. Yeah.
All the feedback, people. Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah.
It's really helpful, and it helps us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you to our perpetual guest, special guest, AnnMare Cruz, of course. And without further ado, Sean, take it away, recap us, and explain what we're going to do.
All right. Well, we return to Duskful. We're playing Blades in the Dark by Evil Hat Productions. And here's where we left off. The crew had successfully brought Billy Strangford back to the sin bin. Billy is the spoiled, rotten son of Lord Strangford of the Leviathan Hunters and City Council. They had some fun torturing Billy and pulling little information from him, despite their attempts at torturing him. Billy's kind of useless, though, but fun to fuck with. Yeah. A visitor came to the sin bin. It was Elder Rowan of the Church of Ecstasy.
It's not sex stuff.
Yeah. Turns out...
This time.
Yeah, this time.
This time, for once. Turns out the Lorf driver that got them home thought he recognized Billy that day, and Elder Rowan and Silent but Deadly struck a deal to frame Billy, which will ultimately remove Lord Strangford from City Council. So, if the crew's successful, they will acquire the Red Lamp Brothel. They'll receive 60 coin. Tell them what else they'll win. Mr. X will finally have access to Stasia from the governor's stronghold. The crew go to scope out the job at the Archive of Echoes, where it is rumored that a secret library of trapped spirits resides within the museum building. So now, after gathering some intel, they return to the Sin Bin to develop their plan of attack, and we now join Silent but Deadly back at the Sin Bin. So as we come in, Francis the Mute is stationed by the door leading to Mr. X's lab, making sure that Billy does not escape. He sees you come in, and he gives you a salute.
Out of you, soldier.
Who the fuck taught him that one?
I didn't.
Oh, that's the one we know.
Yeah.
Oh, Francis.
I like to be saluted when I come in, as queen of all
Same.
soon.
Queen of all whores.
King of paying for whores over here. I like to be saluted when I come in too. This episode is brought to you by Trojan Man
And whores.
All right. So we're back in the sin bin. Got it. Okay. So that place is quite heavily guarded. I do not know how to penetrate that wall.
Sex.
You guys.
It's dirty jokes all around.
No, I'm
Sex
serious. Oh. I gaze out one of the glory holes. I'm like, I just wish I had some competent friends.
Yeah, don't get too close to that one. That one is used.
Are all of them.
Yeah, but that one more than that one faces the most like westerly wind. So yeah, don't look through that one.
Might get pink eye.
Yeah. Well, I mean, stink eye.
So there's a giant dome window above that big statue up front. So we can crash down on it. We can blow a hole in the side of the building.
What?
Can you blow a hole?
Oh, I can definitely blow.
Oh,
a
you're
hole.
talking about the museum that we're at. I was like, what? In our sin bin, there's a statue? Is it phallic related or?
Have we decided what door we're trying to get to?
Yes, it is. Insert door here.
All right, so we know what happens when we make a distraction. All the guards from all of the rooms come out, except for the one in the big room. The time before the cataclysm room.
Yeah, I believe they all just stay in there.
They all stay in there because they're not allowed to leave. And why? Because they must be protecting something so important that they can't leave that room unless threatened by death.
I got a bomb for
Which
that.
will threaten them with death.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. Unless there's like some type of like smoke,
Like
sleep bomb.
like Mr. X throws a bomb in there, they're going to leave the room.
We could just run to the door and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill you guys."
Not that kind of
No,
threat
they
of
have
death.
guns.
I'm going to give you a
mind you.
paperclip between your fingers.
Well, then you run away.
Get ready, and then they come out. No.
In a
Like-
serpentine pattern, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, she knows.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I run anyway.
Because you were born with 2 left feet.
I mean, I got paid really good money for that.
Mm.
Foot fetishes, that one tops it all. 2 left feet.
Yikes. It's not my thing.
But it's really hard to find shoes. I had to buy 2 pairs.
2 pairs of the same. Oh, shit.
Sorry, we're off track again.
All right. So we know what we need to do to get into this Hall of Echoes, right? We need to somehow get past all the guards by making a distraction so all the guards come out. And then we need enough people into the same room as the people that won't leave that room because they're guarding it to subdue them, get past them, kill them, however you do it, right? And then that's the room
I have
that we can go down to smash the glass of ghosts. What?
I might have an idea, you guys.
Oh.
An idea?
An idea. What if we, Dr. X, take one of your dead bodies
Mr. X.
on a rope?
And when you need him, he's Dr. X.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're really trying to fucking stroke his ego.
So we take one of maybe your spare part bodies or something, and what we do is we could strap him with some type of bomb or something, and then we have him on a rope, and we toss him through the ceiling of the glass above it. So
Like a disco ball.
that causes this huge distraction. They're like, what just happened? Like someone's breaking in over there, whilst we make our way over there. And then when they get close enough, you detonate the bomb.
Well, I got plenty of just disposables, as it were.
All right. That could work. Can you harness like a bomb that you might be able to detonate on said dead body?
Well, of course.
Do you think you guys that might work possibly?
Do we want to delay before it explodes, or do we want it to explode right away?
Well, we want them to kind of be kind of close to it and really investigating. So probably like however much time that would be. They'll probably up the security. So maybe somebody on the outside of the entrance, they can lock the entrance so people can't go in. And then also when we go into that room, we'll have to have a small like wooden spoon between the handles or something to like block that thing. You know, just
What?
a small wooden
That'll hold
spoon.
them.
Yeah.
They're all children.
I'm just kidding.
Just
It's-
shove aloe vera out in front of everyone. He's got them. He only
We'll-
needs a
we'll-
wooden spoon.
We'll just need like chains.
Possibly a ladle.
So at that moment, Francis starts waving at you.
Francis, speak. Just
he-
kidding.
Go.
What do you want?
He opens the door to downstairs and he's pointing down there like, you gotta come see this guy.
All right, I will go down as soon as Francis starts doing his little noises. Yeah. So we'll go down and see what's going on.
I feel like I would have given Francis at least like a quill and paper, so that he could
You could.
write
You
some
s-
shit
There's
out.
still time.
He has a tiny dry erase blackboard and like a tiny little marker.
And then as you're passing
Oh,
him,
shit.
Avarice,
All you need is a piece of
as you're
glass, yeah.
going to go inspect what he's pointing at, he grabs your shoulder and he looks at you into your eyes, and then he like kind of pats his chest and pats your chest, and then he puts up a fist.
Not now. I'm not horny. Get off me. And I keep running downstairs.
That was a really tender moment.
Yeah, between me and Donald Duck, apparently.
So Billy has been making noise down there. He's woken up from his little stupor. He says, "Hello, who's there? Who's coming?"
We're all coming.
What
on
are you
your
doing?
face.
Oh, not you!
You're making too much noise. Do you want to go to sleep again, Billy?
Nine. Look. I've had the change of heart. Okay.
Oh.
I don't want you to put me under again, and I most certainly don't want you to kill me. So,
Well,
I'm
going to interject here one thing, because death is very simple. What we do to you while you're asleep is not. You don't want us to put you to sleep again. You would rather die. But no, go ahead. Continue with whatever bullshit you're going to tell me.
right. Look, I don't want to die. I also want in on the action, but mainly I don't want to die.
Well, this is a change of tune. That's nice.
Thank you. I had a lot of time to think about dying, and it's not for me.
No, not the dying part.
Nine.
Okay.
As it happens, we do have a job for you.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
You're not going to be awake for it, nor are we going to tell you the details.
I see.
Why don't you go ahead and put him out again?
I'll go ahead and I'm like, this actually works really well for your plan.
Oh, does it?
Why are
Okay.
you putting him if he goes willingly? Otherwise, you're lugging around a limp body
Well, yeah, but we can't
and
trust
trying
him.
to sneak
Well,
around.
I mean, like,
Last episode, we were trying to convince him to work with us.
right?
yeah.
Not the time before that, but this last time.
And your game master's throwing you a bone.
Okay, you're throwing us a bone. Do you have
Yeah.
scopolamine there, Mr. X?
What the fuck's that?
It's like the zombie drug. You can blow it into somebody's face, and they'll do pretty much whatever you want.
Bath salt?
Scopolamine?
Bath salts.
I don't do drugs.
Well, I don't do scopolamine. I mean, fuck.
You thought you did.
No, I just seen enough Criminal Minds to where I know what scopolamine is.
I'm gonna have to.
Can't
Google
believe you
this.
watch that while you sleep. That show stresses me. I go to the park and I'm like, everyone's out here
That
to like.
stresses you out, but not like some
Have you-
fucked up shit you watch before you go to sleep. Christ. So you guys were talking about Francis should have a quill and a piece of paper.
Yeah, I give Francis a quill on a piece of paper.
I was gonna say he went and got it himself.
Oh, okay.
He went and found it in your lab. He writes down and he tries to grab Avarice again by the shoulder, and he like swings your shoulder around and he's looking at you and he's looking in your eyes, but you're not looking at him. You're looking at something else. He grabs Avarice by the shoulder and he pushes him around, like swings him around from his focus on Billy to him, and he's looking you in the eye again. And then he holds up a message that says, "I want to help."
How can you help, Francis? You can't even talk.
We don't need him to talk.
And it just makes him
obviously.
quieter.
And
Yeah.
also, that might hurt his feelings.
He's nodding at that like, duh, you son of a bitch.
We can use him to go on top of the roof and throw the dead body down onto the ground, and then he can make his escape. We need someone up on the roof.
But, I mean, if he can escape by himself, I mean, he's kind of useless. He can drive a carriage.
He points his fingers, like 2 fingers at his eyes, and then moves his hand around like
Like he's
Like
Robert
he's
De
saying, like,
Niro
I can-
from Meet the Fockers. I'm watching you.
No,
I'm
you're-
watching you, Focker.
Oh,
Like-
Francis, you want to look out? You want to be a lookout?
and he nods.
All right, can you, Dr. X, again, I'm asking for something. Is there some type of device that's kind of like a tube, and when you light it, it sends up like a big beam of light to signal that something's going bad?
You mean a magnesium flare?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Didn't have to Google that, did you, X?
Oh, Doctor, yes. Dr. X, there you go. There's that.
Yes, I can whip up some flares for Francis.
Or or do you want a bell? When I look at him. Oh, both. Let's do both.
He looks very like contemplative, like he's just realizing, yes, I can look out, but I can't scream when I see something. Good point. Touche.
I think a flare would be more misleading. It's kind of
I think
easier.
a flare is very like, hey, look over here to all of Duskville.
Right, but it's easier to follow the sound of a ringing bell than a flare that you shoot at an angle up over to the other side of a building.
Oh, like something making noise. So he just kind of,
Right.
he nods and then he just starts clapping. He's kind of like, is that good enough?
Yeah, a bell. More cowbell. Yes.
He gives you a thumbs up.
But where would you be stationed? Would you be stationed outside of the museum?
Whose body
inside?
would be using?
One of his spares.
One of your do you have any spares?
Of course, I always have spares.
You
Yeah,
always have spares? Okay.
You don't notice the smell. We can't buy formaldehyde fast enough.
I can't smell anything.
So, right on. So Billy's like just been
Those-
watching this whole thing like, so if you have a plan, huh, gang?
I'm like pointing.
Oh shit! I forgot you were here.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah,
those
it's
jugs down there, that's not Kool-Aid. That's formaldehyde. It does look like Kool-Aid, by the way.
I always thought if I had a daughter, I'd name her Formaldehyde.
It is kind of a pretty
Off
name.
point, yeah. Okay, well,
you're dead
let's
inside.
get these bonds undone. Let's get a plan. Let's do our loadout, yeah?
So we need a plan in order to keep Billy here in check.
Can you just like tie like a chain to him next to your belt or something, just so that way?
People are going to notice that.
You
Well,
can
for
tie
now,
the rope
while
to
we're
me, it's
while we're
fine.
here, he doesn't have to be strapped down and being tortured like he does, like the sex slaves that
Wow,
he has.
thank you. Because that is a verse where you can treat a person. Yeah, we're on the same team here. You're not going to fuck me, right? You're not going to,
No, we're not gonna fuck you. And then I wink to my clan over here, like
Oh,
Your clan?
sorry, my gang.
gives me
There you
some
go.
nightmares.
I feel like I just, yeah.
No, you're all very good-looking people, yeah. It's but you're friends. I see you as friends. You're in the friend zone, as they call it.
Yes, the friend zone. Again, the wink.
Okay.
By the way, I'm Slide. You don't see my wink.
Oh, sorry. I will extract that from my memory. At that point, there is a knock at the door. I'm sorry. We're still in the same night. He was coming to see you tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. So is there anything else you guys want to
So
do tonight?
could we
I
set up
suppose?
like a magnesium trap on like Billy's chest that we could just like pull a string and it would ignite the
shit.
magnesium on his chest?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Let's do
that
one of
man,
those. And just have like a long enough string to where like, he has to stay in a certain distance of like, say the most killer of us. Or we pull the string and then like a giant magnesium burn starts to burn through his like
look, I can
clothes
see
and
the look on your
sternum.
stupid friend's face there. The one who can talk. Look, he doesn't like that idea.
Francis,
Don't call Francis stupid.
Yeah.
Francis is
He
like
is
nodding.
mute, not stupid.
How do you
okay.
like the magnesium trap idea, Francis?
Billy, you big dumb.
He
dumb.
nods vigorously.
Oh, see, he likes it. All right,
Alright.
we're doing it.
Fuck you, moron! Yeah,
Whoa,
you can't talk. How's that?
Billy, do you not want to walk? How's that?
I haven't walked in days. I've forgotten how.
It's doubtful. Fucking idiot.
Well, you wouldn't be able to walk with rigor mortis.
Dun dun dun.
All right, fair enough. Fair
So
enough. Look,
that's-
I like him. He peeks in on me all creepy and shit sometimes. He's nice. He hasn't touched me like you guys. It's fine.
Anyways, you're just because we don't trust you. It's just a little consolation prize. It's okay.
All right, whatever you need to do to trust me, I'm fine. I just don't want to be dead.
Okay. So let's
Yeah, if you're not going to run, then you're not going to be dead.
No, I if you remember, in Mr. X, you were very hey, you guys are talking my language. I want to do this. Let's not forget this.
Smash some ghosts.
Yeah.
You ready to go smash some ghosts?
yeah, with a big magnesium trap right
I'm
on your
in.
chest. You
I
just
am
need to pull
in.
that string and
Yeah, but I
kablammy.
must tell you, and you saw this when you kidnapped me, I am not much of a fighter.
It's
Okay,
not.
so I am good at smashy. That's all.
Just not face smashy.
Yeah, I will. You know,
You'll fuck up your family's reputation, but you can't fuck up a dude in the bar drunk.
well, we're not going to get.
I'll take that
caught,
as a yes.
Are
but,
we?
yeah.
Right?
No.
We're going to
Of
make
course
it
not.
out.
We're not going to
Right.
get caught. No.
Then
no.
may I make a small suggestion?
What?
You use the bombs and things, we might get caught. This sounds silly.
We're not. It's not a bomb.
You put one on me.
Well, yeah, it's just a little magnesium trap.
I don't know.
Like what it is basically just a strip of magnesium held in your chest by a little like case with a little flint on the end of it. When I pull its string, it ignites the magnesium. Then the magnesium lights on your chest, creating like a flare in your sternum.
So
Okay,
so Billy, what
yeah.
you want to sneak in to the museum and go all the way over there and then disable the 2 guards silently and sneak in? Is that what your plan is? Or I had this
I
great
don't have the plan. I just said maybe someone who's not going to be fighting can hold my fuse or whatever said. Maybe you can give it to the moron. I don't know. He won't be fighting.
No, I like it better if you're just close to me.
Okay.
Also, if you
I'll
keep
take
calling
it.
him a moron, he's probably going to pull it.
Yeah.
don't do that.
He's very smart.
Okay.
But you insult his
I can
intelligence.
tell. I can. Yeah.
Look at the noises he makes.
Major eye roll.
He's like a
He puts his hands on his hips like, can't hear you.
We're talking good about you, Francis. For once. Just nod.
Okay, well, it settles in.
okay.
I like the plan.
So, Dr. X, you're going to make that contraption for him. And then you're also going to find us maybe a spare body and also a flare. Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a flare.
I mean, the trap
And a
and the
bell.
flare are made out of the same parts.
Right.
Yeah.
2
Ooh,
birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
Doing science. Doing science.
Well, now the science guy. Boo, boo, boo.
Aquabats.
No, Dr. X, the science guy.
X.
Hey.
All right, so what do you guys? You get all that stuff, and you get all that together that night.
Let's see.
Yeah, Dr. X is busy all night long.
Yeah.
So,
Night long.
what would Fortuna and Avarice bring to this thing? Like, what are we gonna?
Well, you bring your conversation. I bring my daggers.
There's nobody for her to,
Talk to right now.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Or
we're-
even when we get there.
well, no, but
mean, if we're-
she's good at other things too, like
Damn.
Cutting
You
a
just walk
person's
right in that door.
face.
she has horrors galores.
I mean, she's good at maiming, I guess.
Yeah, look. Remember the nameless
Remember the guy's
groom?
face you cut off?
Yeah,
Remember
that was
that?
hilarious.
He was going to get married.
He was gonna get married, and that like
Yeah.
still breaks my heart. Like,
He was working 4 jobs so he could donate 90% of his salary to like orphans' homes and stuff.
He was fostering like a dozen children.
Yeah.
so I mean, I could essentially add extra people into the museum as looky-loos who help like build almost
Exactly.
like a wall. So when we're trying to go into the one room, like they almost like block a path. So like it's like a human wall. So other guards don't notice us.
Yeah. And I'm imagining both male
gonna
and
be-
female whores this time.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah, we
proactive
learned that
with it.
lesson the hard way.
Yeah, the last time. Let's be proactive.
That would
and-
be pretty expensive. Is it a free museum or is it a pay by admission? But I still have to pay the horse.
Well, don't forget, like we also
They don't let it do much.
we have a preparation list for Elder Rowan because he said whatever we need
I mean,
to get the job done.
they're gonna be my friends who will eventually be my employees. So I feel like they could probably do me a solid.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So I could always recruit some of those to have extra wall people. Or are we going to do this during the day or during the night then?
Well, we can't do it during the night. I feel like there's more security at night. Correct. DM.
There's people in the building during the day.
Well, yeah, but those aren't like security guards. Like he
Okay,
said.
so you don't want to be seen. Remember, you're trying to frame a guy.
Yeah, we need the
Why
cover
would you do it
of
with
night.
a million witnesses?
Because if you're alone at night in the place and you're the only people there setting off traps and bombs and killing people and such, you're going to get fucking recognized. If
That's
you're in
why
a
you don't
big
set off
crowd,
bombs.
We're not walking in through the front door.
it's Mr. X. Have you not listened to the last 4 episodes? It's Mr. X.
I'm going to give you a little shadowing. Elder
Shadowing?
Rowan's going to hate that plan. And he is funding it, and he will pull the plug if it's stupid.
He's correct on that. Like, we need to find out the one last piece of this.
So we have. So if we do
And
that night,
if we get to that point sooner than later, then he can help you formulate a plan.
Okay.
There's some gaps maybe he could fill for you.
Ooh. Talk dirty to me.
But I would suggest you. I was always thinking you'd do it at night because naturally there's probably less guards because there's less people there.
Well, I mean, it's perpetually night there, so.
Well, you know what I mean. During off
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. There's less guards there now? I thought there was more guards there.
We should ask Elder Rowan.
Okay. I feel like we did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, we didn't? Okay.
Yeah. Except for Mr. X, right? Toiling in the lab.
Yeah. Don't let the noise keep you up.
I like your work ethic. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, he's got a goal, and he's going for it.
I'm sure you have.
Go
like,
for gold.
I'm pretty sure you have like some type of like concentrated caffeine that you can take during the night to keep you up.
Yeah, it's an eye droplet form.
Cocaine.
All right. So the next day we wake up and we're like trying to still decide the plan and wait for Elder Rowan. And Dr. X has everything made. He's that good.
Okay, so Francis is very excited by one of the holes in the front of the sin bin. Like he's shaking like somebody's outside. Somebody's outside.
It's like a little dog. Like,
Somebody's outside, guys.
Call it what it is.
I'm going to go answer the door again.
Glory
So
hole.
it's the new day, and outside is a different cart with a different driver, and Elder Rowan comes out first, but he is accompanied by 2 men who wear cloaks of dark blue. One is a larger, heavier man, and one is a thin, shorter man. He walks up to the door. The 2 men are behind him, and he says, "Good day. May I come in?"
You may.
Thank you.
Let me specify that. You may. And where's Duncan? Where's your man?
I don't need Duncan every day.
I'm pretty sure those are the 2 people that he might supply us to help out.
So
I'm gonna assume.
Yeah, he comes in and the 2 men follow him. They take their hoods off. So, he comes in. The 2 men follow him in. They remove their hoods. And he says, "Good morning. How was your recon mission?"
It was pretty informative. It's
Enlightening.
it's pretty impenetrable. I mean, there's a front entrance and then a giant skylight window that's on the ceiling of the hall, and every room has multiple bluecoats who have guns.
We feel like we got a good idea of where exactly security is tight, where it's not, and where the illustrious vases of ghosts are.
You did. Very good. Very good. So you feel like you have a target in the building and a pointed focus. Very good. How rude of me. Let me introduce my friends here. This is Ricardo Cabeza.
Why is that funny?
Oh, and a special
Let me say it again because it's fun. This is Ricardo Cabeza. Okay, wait, don't tell her, and let's just go through the episode, and let's wait for her to get it. All right. He's sneaky, quiet, and dangerous. And he kind of bows at you.
She wrote it down.
And then Ricardo Cabeza looks at you.
Shut the fuck
Okay. And he looks, he goes straight for Fortuna, and he goes, "Hello, I am Ricardo Cabeza, my dear." And he kisses your hand.
Wow, very smooth.
Oh, thank you. He's very flowy and just, he wears the light hooded leather tunic. It's all charcoal gray. He's very pale, but puts his suit puts like soot under his eyes to look scary.
Is that Duskwell's guyliner.
You call it what you want, my chikorita. And then the other man, and he says, yes, that is Ricardo Cabeza. Looks at Fortuna especially. And then the other man, my other associate here, is Ox Stalinsky. He's pretty quiet, but very dangerous. And so this is a large man with a large scar on the left side of his face that creeps up onto the top of his head. He wears like a white tank top, suspenders, and pleated khakis. Looks very clean, but he also looks like he can bruise some folks. He does have a large knife strapped to his thigh. Yes, Ox was a Leviathan hunter once in his younger days, and now as an older man, he can no longer serve on the ships.
Why?
But because he's older. He doesn't want to do that work anymore. Rather, he is now my personal bodyguard.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. And he says, if you've seen what I've seen, maybe you wouldn't want to do it either, huh? My body's not like yours, all tight and shit.
I mean, I think it still looks nice.
Why do people keep telling me I have a
Thank you. Oh
tight
my God,
body?
thanks. I don't know. I mean, I
It
almost
makes me
want
so uncomfortable. It's like saying moist for some people.
You know what? If we were in
Ugh.
jail together, I'd
got a
pick you
tight
first, little
body.
lad.
It's like, ugh, thanks. Get away from me or pay me.
I mean it in that way, too. I'm just saying, we're going to get real palsy here.
And I'm now an innie.
So, yes, Ricardo is going to be kind of your sneaky man. He fights, you go ahead and show him, Ricardo. He says, Jays, I use this wooden club. It's bludgeoning. Sometimes you don't want to stab, get the blood everywhere, So I use this, and I'm very good at it.
So Ricardo Cabeza uses a wooden club.
I'm still not getting it.
And my delicate flower, do you know what a cabeza is?
No.
Oh, yes, in my tongue, this is how you say head.
Ricardo head? What?
Jazz, he's not funny to you?
He's a dickhead.
Richard Head.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ricardo, Jazz, in your tongue it is Richard, but in my tongue it is Ricardo.
How'd you guys get that so fast?
I'm so glad they did. I'm like writing this the other night, like,
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. On that note, let's take a fucking shot.
You guys got that so fast. Cabeza.
God, you're right. While our players are getting their shots, let me tell you about our Patreon. We love making content for you, and we would love to keep doing this forever. If you become a Patreon supporter, you'll receive extra bonus content and tons of other goodies. Just search for Oops, We Broke the Multiverse podcast on Patreon to become a member. Thank you for your support. Now let's rejoin our heroes as they break another multiverse.
Right, so Ricardo's going to act as your sneaky sort of lurk fellow. He's also a very good fighter, hand-to-hand or with his wooden club. And then Ox here, well, he's not very sneaky, but he will be a good fighter for you, I assure you that. And
That's
he just
good.
kind of cracks his knuckles, and oh wow, I really did it. So, what is the plan now that you have scoured the building, you've looked at the guards? What are we going to do? How can we be of assistance?
Our original idea was to go in during the day so we'd be less noticeable with all those people, but I have a strange feeling that that's probably also a bad idea since is there going to be more guards there during the night or less?
Yes, my little flower. I would suspect that there's not going to be as many guards at night because there's not as many peoples. The guards are there to, handle the peoples, and now there's not a lot of peoples.
Ricardo Cabeza knows best.
I'm just saying, you know, if it was me and I'm coming with you, I would say that.
I hope you are.
Yeah, well, yeah. See, way. So we are going to. We're going to. Jonah, we're gonna go in. I bet there's not as many peoples there.
All right, Dr. X. When we throw the body through the window, instead of a bomb...
I'm sorry, hold on. Rewind. What are you... Start from the beginning, my dear, because you're throwing a body through the window. I'm imagining the worst of it. So let's start from the beginning. What is the plan?
So we'll literally start from the top of the building.
Very good.
Yeah, and there's a big skylight. It's beautiful.
Yes, I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, so somehow we're going to like ruin part of it, unfortunately. But we'll go down, but I want a body there if they're like guards are coming over. And my original plan was to come, like if they were going to investigate the weird dead body, that it would explode and kill them. However, now that I'm changing my plan with this, we're going to do it at night and try to be quiet. Dr. X could probably do some type of like mustard gas where they would, I don't know, like sleep or melt or something. I don't know.
Here's what I'm envisioning right now, right?
What?
So the corpse has to be a big fat guy.
Do you
And as a big fat guy myself, I could say that.
You have to haul them up the
And it has to be like a deadly gas that can only be released through a fart. It has to be a fart. It has to be like thrown through the window. He hangs down. He sits there while the guards like just gather around. Then all of a sudden there's just a fart. Just a.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about that? Your name is silent but deadly. It's so funny.
But we're rarely
Do you know when he
silent.
was telling me that you're, silent but deadly? I was like, they're gonna be sneaky, but you straight went to the farts.
Don't forget the explosives.
You went to the joking side of it.
Yeah.
Ricardo Cabeza likes that.
We are
That's-
30-year-olds who still find farts funny.
What about 3 holes?
30-year-olds.
Oh.
There's no age where farts won't be funny.
Right. So what I've gathered so far is you're going to try to break the window at the top and drop a body down and it farts. Is that where we're at?
I mean, we could try
you put it
melting the
like-
glass or some type of like razor blade.
We have to get the attention of every security guard in that place who's left in there. That way they can gather around the body and be like, what's this? What's this? And then the fart goes off and paralyzes everybody in there that's in that room. Like, assuming that the people don't go into from their room that is guarding the most valuable thing in there, don't leave that room. Then we have 2 sneaky assassins and 1 heavy club guy to run in there and just kill everybody while everybody else is paralyzed. Then we can get to where we want to go.
Also, what if we have blue coats attire?
Ooh.
You might be able to get a little bit closer without drawing as much suspicion.
I do have a friend.
You do have a friend.
I have...
In the blue coat
Well, besides
business?
us 3. That's in the blue coat business.
I think Ricardo Cabeza has been there. I've seen the window you're talking about. So, I think we could dismantle the panels without breaking the window or causing much of a stir.
So the body would just be low, like as we all lower down there, it would just be almost like a booby trap. We lay that down there.
Baby.
Yeah, this is funny.
Yeah. So
Thanks, dickhead.
because if we're in another room, other people might go towards that body
Yeah.
/ booby trap, and they would investigate it, see that it's kind of weird, and maybe poke it or whatever,
Yeah.
Do you
CPR.
guys have any projectile weapons or something?
I got a blowgun.
Oh, there you go. So they go to look at the body, right? They're like, what's this body doing here? And then you're like, thunk, and it fucking hits them, and then they're fucking down, bro.
how good are you at your blow dart? Or, like, have you been practicing that, or just practicing, like, poisons?
Demonstration. Yeah, just go ahead. You got your blowgun or?
I always have my
Francis,
blowgun.
Francis, come over here. Let's see.
No. I'm not
Put
going
an
to shoot.
apple on his head.
I'm not going to shoot living people. Where's Billy?
No, I said an apple on
No,
top.
it's okay. It's okay. So he grabs because your place is a mess, right? He grabs like a cup from the ground and he puts it on a box and he's like, "There you go, back up like 20 feet and shoot it down.
Okay. I chewed it down.
You shoot it down. Oh, that's pretty good. See, I mean,
Wait.
I think we could,
So in this game, you don't have to roll for that.
No, it's just practice, my flower. It's just practice.
Anywho, yeah. So what's
I'm
your?
sorry.
What's your plan,
Is that your
Ricardo?
boyfriend? I don't mean to make it weird.
No,
you know?
this is no.
Oh,
you just,
okay.
You just fucking made it weird.
So
there.
she's on the she's on the.
It's all yours, bud.
Oh man.
I don't care
yeah.
about that kind of thing.
Okay,
Just
okay.
whores and killing.
I'm
Whores and killing.
really.
You might have heard I got a big wooden stick.
I'm kind of dating myself at the moment
Oh,
until
right,
I
right,
gain
right,
enough
right.
power.
I see. I like that.
Yeah,
You,
I'll have.
you holler.
You got a boyfriend?
Holler, Ricardo.
Is he bigger than me?
Cabeza.
Is he bigger than me?
They all bigger than me. I mean, I'll put that down right now.
You got the Oaxacan blood over here.
Ahorita, I'm telling you right now.
Oh my god,
You
he's
will not be
sneaking his
like-
way into my heart.
It's okay. Anyway, so
Just make sure you don't
okay,
slice
so
his face off
that was
too.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
Oh, she dangerous. I like that.
Please don't embarrass me in
Anyways,
front of
so-
Ricardo.
Oh, look who wants to move the story along now. Okay, so he shot. He's good, man. I mean, this is good. We can project our weapon down there.
One of us can, yeah.
Well, that's all you need.
Okay.
All you need is one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the best at projectile anything.
Well, he
but
just shoot
we'll
the
see.
gun.
We'll see how this goes.
Well, hey,
I
it was
have
a dead
very,
bomb.
very small gun.
An underwear gun.
It depends on how many people there are, of course. But if you can be fast,
I
can
also
you be
have
fast?
glass chemical vials that I could just rain down.
Yeah. Are they loud?
Well, I mean, are we moving away from the fact that the body's not going to fart explode?
Yes,
Fart
we're moving away.
explode?
Well, I mean,
I can't control fart. It just happens when it happens.
I'm still struggling with that one. I mean, how do you push a button and the butt puts out the project? I don't know how that
Well,
would work.
once the body, I figure, we just kind of throw the body in, and once
It's
it hits
naturally
the
going to-
maximum length of the thing, it's just going to
Sure.
There's no timer, Avarice. We
And then,
cannot do that.
That's not. Anyways,
I
at all what I was talking
I like the idea.
this is like
so
the coming
far.
on the bodies thing all over again. Not what I'm talking about at all.
Right.
Like when the body gets to, the maximum length of the rope, it snags, and the body naturally just shifts downwards.
Yeah,
while
but
the
we want
neck
them
is
to
being
come
pulled
closer
up.
before it
So
just
when that
shifts
happens-
downwards.
When that happens, as I was continuing to talk,
Oh,
everything in the body moves downward towards the asshole, and then just pushes out.
I like that, but I feel there are maybe a few too many variables here.
Like what?
Well,
List them in order. Alphabetical, please.
correct. Well, I feel like what if he vomits instead of poops? I mean, there are different ways the body may react to that.
Why would it poop if, again, if
Avarice?
centrifugal force is pushing him downwards
Avarice,
and
you're
the
not
head
the
is on
doctor.
top,
You're not the doctor. He's the doctor.
Not a doctor.
I'm the doctor.
you're the doctor. So
This is not your point of expertise. You are so good at sneaking and stabbing.
would you
and
say I'm
killing.
the expert on death?
Causing.
Yeah.
I mean, with blood.
I know what
with
happens when
knives,
you
yes.
cause death.
All right, so
I'm at what,
let's
3.1
move to the
kills an
next-
episode?
Right, let's move to the next part of your plan. I'm sure you'll figure this out. But, okay, so you get rid of the guards in the Hall of the Great Emperor. What then?
We go down on a rope. We have our trusty lad, Francis. Hey, Francis. There he is. See, there he is. You can't hear him because he's mute.
He's waving.
But he is going to be a lookout. He'll have
Very good.
either a cowbell or a flare.
Right, okay.
to let us know that, troubles are brewing. Also, Billy's on board to do the
Is
smashing.
he really? Well, I figured it was a 50-50. All right. How did you convince him?
I mean, it was either death or also just saying, hey, we're on the same page. Let's smash those pumpkins. And
actually,
he was down.
pretty on board for it.
Good.
We trapped him, of course, so if he tries to scream or run away, he's dead.
I like that a lot. Very resourceful. And
We will have to
make
take the
it easier.
device off before he gets caught, though, of course.
I don't want to know the details on that as long as you've got him in line. And that will make it easier, right? To frame him. That is the
so
whole
easy.
That is the goal of this after all. You cannot be seen and there cannot be witnesses if you are seen. Don't you worry, there won't be no witnesses. We got Blow Dart guy over here.
Oh, Ricardo. Yes, we got Blow Dart. Yeah, that
Yes.
guy. Yeah.
Funk.
Oh, Ricardo, yes.
Does he make that sound? The funk funk. It's gonna be good.
I really don't know my part in this at all besides making the plan.
Well, you have numbers, and we don't know what else we're going to encounter in there aside from blue coats, right? There are live demons and ghosts. There are all kinds of things we don't know yet. So it's good you're all there and you all have your own talents.
I don't think we have any expertise on ghosts or demons, do we?
Oh yeah, side question.
Right.
They had 2 handlers
Yes.
for the demons.
Right.
What happens if they die or get knocked out?
I was thinking about that myself. Ox had an idea about that as well. Oh yeah, so I was thinking a good diversion might be that you maybe let one of those fuckers go, right? You could crash in there and you fucking open one of their little gates and you let them out, and maybe the blue coats have to deal with that while you make your way across the hall to the cataclysm exhibit.
Well, they had force fields around all the demon and ghost cages.
Yeah, that I don't know. I mean, if you know how to dismantle that or disengage it, I don't know. It was a thought.
Hit the books, Dr. X.
Back to the basement.
Do you need some more cocaine? I mean, some more caffeine?
No, I can make my own, thanks.
Can you just
Then he
make a
whips out
pot
his
for
little-
everybody?
He just pulls out his little eyedropper bottle. He just starts dripping caffeine into his eyes.
Air quotes, caffeine.
It absorbs quicker. Don't judge me.
Right, so, I mean, that's an idea. Hopefully you won't need it, but that is an option.
Well, since none of us know how to deal with demons,
Yes, that
those
could
those
backfire.
demons wranglers will have their hands full at least, and so they probably won't be too into us.
Good point.
Also, do you have some type of thing that might melt metal or something? So if we or trap Billy into the hall would be good.
Oh, I can definitely melt metal.
Just even a doorstop or something to kind of block him in would be fine.
So, I mean, there's 2 options. You can leave Billy alive but in a drunken stupor, or you can kill him and make it look like the blue coats killed him in action and everyone's dead.
So he can steal one of his guns. I call that job. That's me. That's my job. Please give it to me. I want a gun. I want to shoot Billy.
I'm not going to be there, so yes, I mean, sure, it's your job.
That's fine with me.
Yes.
I don't care.
All right. Well then, when will you strike?
Tomorrow night?
All right. So tonight, no, you definitely need to just make your shit and then go to sleep. You've been living off of caffeine.
You hear from the basement. Don't tell me what to do. He's already down there.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I said.
Avarice, Dagger Isles. Here, and he hands you a coin bag, and he says, here's half your payment, 30 coin as promised, plan and boy delivered, and my men can be here whenever you need them.
Question. So we didn't go around the outside. Is there an outside entrance besides the front entrance? There's a bunch of service doors. I'm guessing.
Yes. Okay. I assumed you look back there. There is a backyard. It's got a fenced area, but it's got a big double gate on like the wheels, and there's to the building. There's like one of those big roll-up doors. They're trying to get big shit in there. It's gonna be hard to get in because it's locked from the inside. So
That's
I don't
our
know.
escape.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we need to be on the inside going
There
out.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what-
Ricardo, you got
You
it.
know what we should do? We should unlock that gate before we go in. That way it's just open, right? And we make a quick getaway. Like with the quickness.
Well, you said it's like locked from the inside, so that means we have to go inside, unlock it, go up into the roof,
Well,
go
yeah.
down.
The door is locked from the inside, but the gate, the gate to the yard is you can unlock that first.
You can unlock anything first. Yeah. Yeah, Ricardo.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
that. It's good.
Yeah. Open it wide.
Flashback.
We're
So-
not in a job, so you don't have to do a flashback.
Well, either way,
It's fun.
after we got back from the museum, the first trip around,
Yeah, just let him do the flashback.
Yeah. I purchased 6 2 or extra 6 Blue Coats uniforms from my friend Darmit in the Blue Coats.
Okay. So your flashback is you went and bought 6
Yeah,
blue coat uniforms from your buddy, I'm guessing,
Darmit. Yep.
Darmit. And okay, so that's gonna cost you 1 coin, and we'll take 1 stress.
Okay, gotcha.
You can make him take a stress relief. Like, you don't have to do that.
Well, I mean, we did it, so. So Elder Rowan does kind of look like, oh, I forgot to mention something. He says, right, there's one more thing I need to tell you. The hunt for Billy has intensified. Lord Strangford has hired the Silver Nails, I've heard, to hunt down Billy, in addition to the Blue Coats. As you know, the Silver Nails are Severosi mercenaries who once fought for the Empire in the Unity War.
Fart?
Fought.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fart?
No,
Right,
fought.
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 Fart.
Like fighting.
Oh,
Yes.
fought.
That's what I said, fought.
Fart.
Fought.
Avarice.
Well,
Stand down, man.
here's why that if perhaps they track you down to the job, which I doubt will happen, but they're called the Silver Nails because they wear a ring fashioned from a silver nail which protects them from possession by spirits. I don't know if that will matter, but if these ghosts in the hall do come loose, they'll be immune and you're not.
Ooh, do you have any silver nails for us?
I don't.
Silver nail.
I mean, we're going in tomorrow night, so are you able to procure them by tomorrow night as
I
well?
seem to remember that your friend here had silver weapons when I walked in the door.
Well, yeah.
I feel like Mr. X, with all of his other chemical shit, would have silver.
I yelled down to the basement, Dr. X, do you have silver nails down there?
I even
Fashion us some fancy rings.
I even have a silver
Fine.
canine implant in case things go amiss.
Oh, I see
awry.
that. Yeah.
I'm size 7.5, maybe 8 when I'm drinking. Which is always.
Right.
I'm size 8.
We'll let you get to that. So, tomorrow it is then. What time should my men be here?
The crack of 12.
Crack of 12. Yes, I believe the place will be closed and probably cleared out by like a las 6.
What?
6:30? Oh, sorry, 6:30.
6:30.
That's so early.
Is that post meridian or is that the
Is
other
this
one?
like coastal time? Like, why is it so early when they
Yeah.
close?
I don't know. People go to eat dinner. They stop going to the museum. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
It's not a good date place.
All right, so Ocho.
Yeah, see?
Hey.
He knows.
Ocho.
A las 8. Yeah. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow, huh?
See.
The crack of 6 p.m.
And
fuck already.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't have enough money yet.
after this job, perhaps.
I'm dating
Okay.
myself. Ugh.
Just use her club and knock her out.
Caveman style. Okay. All right. Well, then, we shall return. Well, they shall return. This is probably the last you'll see of me until payday.
Well, have a good weekend.
Thanks. You as well. And he puts on his hat and his coat. The other two put their hoods over their heads.
I open the door for him. I'm like, yes. Happy Shabbat Shalom. Shomer Shabbos.
Right.
It's
Back
day of
at
rest
you.
for those listening.
Oh, of course. And with the extra,
goys.
with the extra pressure that's being put on finding Billy, I'm going to fill in another piece of the clock. So there are 4 slices left on that one.
Got it.
All right. So, cut scene to, I'm guessing, the back of the building for now. All right. So, Silent but Deadly, Ox, and Ricardo have shown up to the backyard. You are...
Ooh.
There's a fenced area outside the east rear side of the building, and it's got a tall, spiked fence. There's a double gate on wheels for the purpose of like hauling in large freight into the building. And then within the yard,
So large.
there's dumpsters, carts. There's an exhibit like graveyard, old statues they may have used before or whatever. And there's a big side rolling door that goes into the building. It's 30 foot tall, 18 feet wide. But as Ricardo mentioned, it is locked from the inside, so there's not even a way to really like jimmy it open. But that's what you see. Now, if you wanted to climb up, you know, as you're looking at the building, it is kind of a lower roof from if you were to get on top of the gate and then get onto the roof, that is possible.
That'd be easy. I could do that while being stealthy.
Can you throw me a rope?
Yeah, we have plenty of fucking rope.
Who's dragging the fat guy?
Not me.
Okay.
I never said he was fat.
So we didn't do your loadout or your roll for this.
Oh, okay.
So let's do that right now.
Then why did we set the scene?
I'm sorry. I fucked up. So we're going to do our engagement roll now for the job. Possibly the most important engagement roll of your careers. So we start with 1 dice for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? You take 1d away. I will say yes, it is quite daring. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? You can add a d1 dice. I wouldn't say you're hitting them where they're weak. You're kind of on their turf. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid? So
They
yes,
did.
you got a couple people. You got some blue coat uniforms. So we'll add a die. And then, are there any other elements that you want to consider? The tier, the location.
Yes. So as part of our group of assassins, one of our special abilities is when we use stealth or subterfuge, we get an extra 1 dice to our engagement roll.
Suck it.
There you go. So you have 2 dice.
That's it?
Oh,
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
that's
at least
okay.
you got an extra one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have just been 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good for us.
Yeah. Good for us.
Good for you.
The fuck did I just say?
Good for us, but
Rolling the dice.
look at what he rolls.
3 and 4.
3 and a 4. So,
four's
a
not
4,
terrible.
you're in a risky position when the action starts. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Considering what you're trying to do.
I'm okay with it. I mean, it could have been just a 2 and a 1. So
Okay.
I mean,
so-
how he's been rolling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're used to.
Yep. Perpetual DM problem. They roll like shit. So, all right. So you're in a risky position. I would say you don't know how just yet because obviously you're not seeing what's going on inside. But all right. So you guys are scaling the roof. Avarice is going up first, and he's going to lower down a rope.
I thought we didn't do our loadout and stuff.
Let's do our loadout now. Here we go.
Jesus.
We'll start with Avarice. Avarice, what's your loadout?
As your wife, it's my job to correct you. Yes.
Were you looking for the word duty? I was hoping you'd say the word duty.
Yeah. All right.
So Avarice is going to bring his blue coat costume, equipped with a long nose, buck teeth, and a very long mustache.
He only wore face makeup and shit.
He's
Are
going
you-
white face.
Are you wearing the blue coat outfit already?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Who has time to change these days?
Sure. And what else do you
Oh,
have?
I have a couple of daggers. I don't really use pistols. It's not my thing. I prefer to look a man in
I
his
like
eyes
that.
while I
I
take
like
his
that.
life.
Yep. Okay.
I have some fine lock picks, climbing gear, so that includes ropes.
Right on.
A silence potion vial.
What does that do for the listener?
So if we like pour a little bit of it, just like kind of a glaze, just a skeet motherfuckers on our like boots or something, we can have like silent footsteps.
That's great.
Right?
That's great.
At least that's what I just made up.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Come on, man.
Mr. X, does that sound like applicable for you?
Go ahead and look in your book. Does it say we can't do that?
It says you have to select actually from a list, and I haven't made you do that once, so
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I
like
said don't look at your book.
dab. I'm just gonna dab my handkerchief in it, like just do a little whoop whoop, turn it over and turn it back upside down again, because I realized that I did that physically, not. Anyways, and rub it
Gotcha.
on my boots. I'm also gonna take some dark sight goggles so I
all
can
right.
see
So
in the
is that a
dark.
thing? Or I thought that.
I
Was
swear
part
to
of your
God, it's
stuff.
right here on my paper. Dark sight goggles.
No, the fucking sneaky step thing.
Oh well, I figured. Like, what am I gonna do? Fucking drink it?
No, is that a real vial or real object?
Yeah, it's
in
a
the game?
real thing that I have. Silence potion vial.
Okay.
I can also show you that too.
Oh, all right. You made it sound like you made it up. You said
I
actually
made-
I made it up.
I made up the application of it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
The actual thing is a real thing.
All right, good.
It did sound a little weird.
All right, so you put that on, and anything else?
Just a couple of rapiers, and
Of
that's
course.
it.
All right.
That's all I do.
And Mr. X.
So Mr. X has his blowgun, of course, and he's got, I don't know, about 12 syringes that he shoots out of it, full of death.
Is it death this time, actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
He ain't fucking around. He wants what he wants.
Yep.
It's not oxygen or anything weird.
No.
He's like straight up death this time.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know. It's just a concoction. It's the syringes are full of a black liquid, and it'll just fucking kill you.
Okay.
Quick and quiet.
That's probably also in the book.
Well, with the way they describe...
Mr. X, that's what's different about Mr. X. He can,
Yeah, the way they describe the leech, it's like, unless you tell me I can't do it, I
Right.
can create it.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, and remember that time that he flashed back just to fuck with your application? It was on episode The Hot Richard.
I actually told a client about that today. So pissed.
Still on my wall.
Still mad. With a fucking crayon. 3 wet holes.
That's great.
Gotta have some fun somewhere.
All right. So, and are you wearing a blue coat outfit too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
And all right, Fortuna.
So, I am going ahead and have my normal stuff, which is like a blade or 2. I have a small pistol. It is my type of thing. Girls gotta protect yourself. Unusual weapons. I do have 2. I have a fan that has like blades on the ends, much like Mortal Kombat. And then also, I have a hairpin that has like a paralytic poison on it as well. That's always in my hair. I feel like I want to do a little something extra special this time and probably add some fire to my arsenal. So maybe like a perfume bottle with those like that ball that you squeeze and then it goes and it has like a little.
So would you hold up like kind of like a flint and steel in one hand, put the little ball in your mouth, and then just kind of and then spray it at somebody?
Yeah, I feel like I can connect it to the perfume bottle or I click that and the ball at the same time. And then it is it
I just wanted you to put the ball in your mouth.
I only do that for Sean, okay?
I know.
It's
I
our
know.
marriage thing. So anyways, nobody else. But so yeah, so essentially I have like a little mini flamethrower. I feel like that'd be good fun. Like, like a lantern / flamethrower. It's good for all purposes. Marshmallows.
Is it like the Nike Air pumps where you just have to keep pumping it to make it actually a flamethrower?
It's like a good slow solid pump. Just
Ah, gotcha.
So either way,
It's very descriptive.
yeah. But if
Very
I
cool,
do have
very
to
cool.
pump it pretty hard, I feel like it could last for quite a while. As I just keep it. Is this helping you?
No.
Is this
But it's
my,
funny.
My motions of pumping the ball in front of my face with the fucking thing, like yeah. Okay.
Do you have to?
Now
oh.
I know what Sean likes
Yeah.
and how he likes it.
Okay. So
I learned a lot since.
anything else from Fortuna?
I usually do like a light gear. I could add like a little extra. So I have like the blue coats outfit on as well. And does that add extra armor by chance since it is a blue coat?
No, they're like overcoats basically with buttons, and then they do have a lot of pockets for gear, but it's not like protective in that
It's
way.
just like badges.
I'm surprised. I'm
Hey,
slightly
Hey, what are
disappointed.
you trying to do over there?
So it's,
Treasure Sierra Madre.
Also that-
Badges? We ain't got no badges.
which is
We
great.
don't need no stinking badges.
So that means blue coats don't have any extra armor. They just have fucking blue coats.
Well, you think about like gangs in New York, they dress like those cops,
Nobody has
like
extra
John C.
armor.
Riley in
Their armor
in
is,
gangs in New York.
federal appointment.
They're really the only ones. Most of them have guns. Most everybody else doesn't necessarily, because it costs a lot of coin to make and fuel guns with bullets, right? So they have guns. They feel like they don't need protection from guns necessarily. Like one of the badass gangs in this town is the Red Sashes, and they use swords.
Wow. I haven't used my pistol yet, but it's like a special. I guess.
This is one of those missions.
Badass gangs. Yeah.
But this is one of those missions where like you might be like Neo, like you want to be very limber, but carry a bag full of shit with you, maybe that gets put to the side in case you need it, because you don't know what you're expecting in there. But you can stock up Francis too. He can be your mule there.
Yeah. Should we stock up our mule?
I'm gonna go ahead and maybe do like a normal loadout then, and like so instead of 3, it's like 5, and I could probably do some arcane implements,
I'm gonna hand Francis a duffel bag full of bombs and grenades.
subterfuge,
Explosive
supplies.
stuff. He looks very sweaty
No, not
when you hand that to
I
him.
don't want that. Like, is there a way to like, is there like dry ice bomb or something like that I could freeze somebody? I want some
I'm gonna give him my Spirit Bane charm. I have no idea what it does, but I
arcane
just know I have it.
implements.
Okay. He takes it.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I want to go also have like a vial of like some dry ice, like poison gas.
Is that what it says?
I don't
It
think
says-
you understand how dry ice works.
It says arcane implements.
Okay, well, how about you look that up between now and the next episode? You pack it though.
Oh, I
We'll
pack.
figure out what it does later.
I'm saving myself a flashback here, you guys. Thinking
Flash
ahead.
forward.
I'm just thinking about it.
Flash. Ah.
So when you hand him the bombs, he kind of gets a little chubby. All of a sudden, Francis feels powerful.
Francis looks powerful. I'm surprised.
All
You
right.
know. that it's
Does
packing.
Ricardo Cabeza and was it mule?
Ox.
Ox and Ricardo Cabeza.
Ricardo Cabeza.
Roll your R's, fucking whitey.
Ricardo,
what-
man,
what-
you don't say like Ricardo. Ay, 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 ay. You fucking self-hating motherfucker.
Their loadouts are fine. They're both dressed in their blue coats. So let's.
I don't think you found one for Ox, unless you did.
I did.
You tell me.
Oh yeah.
Now it's 5 stress. No. What about you didn't get one for Mr. Billy, which you wouldn't anyway, right?
No.
So
Oh, no.
Billy,
We don't want him to not get caught.
and you did construct that device that is now affixed to him, right, Billy?
Which
With,
we have to
some
remember
tape.
to take off of him prior leaving him to take the blame.
Yeah, we'll let
It's-
Ricardo
it's
bash
not-
him in the head, knock him out, and then we'll take it off, and then you can shoot him with your gun.
Is there like a saline drip that of like alcohol you can slowly infuse into him? We're like, no, it's just saline, so that way you just stay hydrated, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Sure, yeah, because Billy's hungover.
So okay.
We've been depriving him of nutrients for like
Now
a couple days.
who's holding on to like the tether? Is that you right now?
Yeah, that's me onto
Okay.
the tether of Billy's trap that will ultimately
This
Hurt
is
like a
good.
motherfucker.
This is gonna be great. This is a good setup, you guys. All right, so you get on the roof. Everybody's up there now, and as you walk across the roof, you can see the large circular window closer to where you were. You do notice that there are skylights over almost every section of the building, but they're barred as well from the inside. But there's one section that doesn't, and Ricardo kind of points out, like, that must be where the demons are because that's the darkest part of the building, right? So we kind of know where everything's at now, right? Do you remember where that was in relation to everything else?
Yes, it's that window right there, and I point to the exact correct window.
Well, yeah, the big window's very obvious, so everybody's like, "Yeah, Fortuna,
You did it.
So that Hall of the Great Emperor is actually a dome, right? And this
Right.
window kind of sits on the side of it because it's meant to shine down if the sun ever came back, which is fucking impossible, but stupid people, right? So that is a dome, so it's kind of hard to maneuver, but you're there. And that window is not barred. And because it's a rounded window, it's made up of 3x3 sections or panels. It could be disassembled with some finesse. If it's blown up, though, it's going to attract some attention, I'm guessing.
I have some finesse.
And it's about as you look out into the window, into the facility, you can see it's about a 15-foot drop from the Emperor's hand. So that big statue makes a palm towards the window and actually would be a good landing spot for you if you wanted to take a 15-foot drop as you're planning to climb down it. So that's good to see.
And that's coming from the same place where the windows aren't barred?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the big round window.
Yeah, the demon room.
No, the demon room has no windows.
Oh.
The
This-
round windows
this-
in the
okay,
hall.
so
Oh,
Listen,
gotcha,
Linda, listen.
gotcha.
The Great Hall of the Emperor is a
Linda.
dome. There's a side window, and inside that room is a huge, gigantic statue of the Emperor. Remember that? He's making
God, he looks like a douche.
He's making he has an open palm, actually, which is like a perfect landing spot for you if you were to jump down through that window once you get it open. And you notice also from the same vantage point, you could definitely drop a body down there. You don't see any guards when you look in the window.
Oh, you don't have to fully drop it. You can just drop it with a rope, and we can climb down that rope, and then when they come around, gas.
Wait, was it? do yours again.
Gas.
That's the most logical explanation to me.
All right, so you're all up there. What
All
do
right.
you do?
Oh, it's a fucking podcast. I have to do sound effects.
Well, were we going to just drop them in, make all that noise, and then...
So who's going to open the window?
No, when they're next to the fucking gas guy.
Mr.
All right,
X
so-
wants to look at the other skylights while we're up there.
Okay.
See what he can see.
I'm gonna
I mean, it doesn't take long to just shimmy it.
Yeah,
open.
I'll just take a little like needle and put it in like the middle thing, and then I have another like glass cutting thing on a rope where I could just do a perfect circle.
No, literally, there's a panel right there that we can open.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
I'll take
why don't we
that.
figure out where the fuck the other guards are at first?
They're in their rooms.
Hence looking at
It's-
the other windows.
fine.
Listen, Mister, throw the bomb because we're taking too long.
Hey, that's for emergencies only.
No, we can open the window while you look through, but either way, like, we can still open the window silently.
Yeah.
Yes,
Silently.
I agree with this. If you want to go look around while we, try to get this window open, I think that would be a good idea.
And then we could slowly
Ricardo.
enter
got
with the
that.
rope going down. We don't have to drop anything. There's a perfectly good hand that will
All
handle
right, so
my ass.
who is going to open the window? All right, so that's going to be a finesse
Avarice
specifically.
raised his hand.
Your hands explode.
Avarice raised his hand. That's me. Wait, how much finesse do you have, Fortuna?
None.
0.
Okay, so it is me. Would anyone like to help me?
I have one of prowl.
I think this is not enough. I have prowl as well. Would this be a prowl or would this be a finesse?
This is specifically a finesse because
Okay.
you're going to have to very carefully remove a panel that's affixed. It's not like an opening panel. You have to remove that plate of glass.
Okay.
All right,
So
I
I'm going
will
to push
help you.
myself. She's
I'll-
going to help me.
yep,
That puts me
so-
at 3.
I now have a total
Okay,
of 2
so
stress.
I have to set your position, and we're going to say that is a risky position because if you drop it, fuck, right? So go ahead.
I roll a 6. I'm kidding. It doesn't count.
Ooh. So 4 would be my highest one.
Okay. So 4 is you do it. There is a consequence. So you either suffer harm, a complication occurs, you have reduced effect, or you end up in a desperate position. So I'm going to say as you're kind of getting the panel off, you are handing it to Francis. Like,
No, Francis, don't make
take
Francis
this.
mess up.
And Francis is like, okay, he goes to reach it, and he underestimates how heavy this 3x3 piece of glass is, and he fucking drops it in. And it doesn't like break because it's thick glass, but it hits the top of the roof, and you're on a dome, so it just slides, and the whole while it's just grinding down the side of the dome.
So it's super
And then
noisy.
you hear it, yeah, and then you hear it like fall into some bushes below, and everybody's just like,
Fucking
"Fuck,
Francis.
Why did you do that?"
Francis, look at me. Francis, look at me.
He looks at you, but then he looks down.
It's okay. You fucked up. Let's just keep going, okay? It's okay.
He nods, and he's wiping his nose.
I'm slightly crying just thinking about like how
So then
bad this guy feels.
His first mission.
I know. I'm like, he wanted to please us so much. God.
He can't even look at Avarice because he looks up to you so much.
All right, throw that
Why?
fucking body down now.
You're like the badass
I'm
in the group.
horrible.
He doesn't know that.
All right, so I'm gonna lower the body down. I'm gonna say as quickly as we can, since
Just
that made
drop
noise.
it. I mean, we
okay,
have
drop
the
it.
rope.
Just drop it.
Drop the.
However, if
Well, hold on. So remember, your plan was you drop the body and he blow darts, but he's not there. So maybe we should cut scene right now to you.
Yeah, I want to see what's down through
Okay.
those other skylights
Alright.
before we fucking do anything.
Okay, so you walk across the
Delay.
roof because the rest of it's pretty easy to navigate. It's pretty flat. You get to, I guess, to make this easy, you get yourself over to all the way to the entrance hall, right? And you're going to start there and make your way back to the group.
Right.
So you look down one skylight and you see one blue coat in the entrance hall. The entrance hall is this big, obviously the big circular, as Anthony pointed out last time, kind of looks like a dick. But it's a huge open hall and you see one guy and that's it, one blue coat. You make your way over to the history of the Shattered Isles and you see another one blue coat. Before the cataclysm, you see two blue coats. And the history of the Shattered Isles.
Who said that?
Did I already? Okay, good. Cool. So yeah, so far you're actually seeing less blue coats than you did when you were there,
Yeah.
for sure. It's like cut in to like a third of it.
So I'm only seeing 4 people.
4 people, basically one per room so far, but you can't see into the demon's room.
Right, right.
So, and then you make your way back. Again, you guys still haven't seen anybody in the actual Emperor's Hall, except for there's that big fucking statue blocking a lot of your view.
So is the
And I assume I come back right when Francis drops that glass.
Yeah, you probably heard that as you were finishing your rounds, and so you come back to the group and we'll start there. Go ahead.
God damn it, you guys. You should have let me look first.
why you found everything just in time?
did you hear that?
Is there any yelling? Anybody hear any yelling?
We haven't heard anything yet. What did you see?
I saw 4 people total. Like
Oh.
1 in each room, pretty much.
Oh, that's so nice. All right,
But I
now
can't see in the demon room, obviously.
lower the body.
So I'm gonna go ahead and lower that body.
All right, so we need to figure out how to do that roll for that. You tell me what you want to use for it, I guess.
6 dice.
Perfect. No, that's like, obviously it's a physical thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it's a skirmish because I'm like just restraining, like I'm holding up a human's body against like.
I feel like that's more.
But if we
finesse.
all use it, right? Like if we're all like holding onto the rope.
I
and
mean,
we're
yeah, there's 6
all
people.
holding-
Yeah.
Well, skirmish is specifically with an opponent in close combat, assault, or hold a position, brawl, and wrestle.
Well, I'm holding a position against a window while I'm lowering another body into.
Yeah, I mean, I would
And then-
probably.
and then-
I would think there's maybe a better one to use if anybody has.
Okay,
one.
well, how about Ox? What's Ox's
Sure. We can use Ox. I'm still trying to figure out which one to use here.
Yeah, none of them sound really all that good.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
you're
like,
right.
we can still
Um,
use 3 people to lower down a body. It's not just a one-person job.
All right, let's do that. So let's take 3 dice. Each of us roll one. I'll roll for Ox, and then we'll take an additional one because Francis is gonna try to help you guys, and he's trying to make up for his shit. All right, here we go. Everybody roll.
Well, I rolled a 6.
Oh, Ian got a 6. Perfect.
Yeah.
So
That's good 'cause I got a
you were in a
1.
risky
I got 5.
position
That was
again.
oh, look. Oh, there's 3 6s on my paper right now. But I'm
Nice.
how
Way
did
to waste it. No.
I did.
So this is a critical, risky position. And how many 6s did we get? Just one?
I only had the 6.
Oh,
And
I
okay.
had a 5.
Okay.
Ooh,
Francis got a 2 and Ox got a 3, so they weren't very helpful. But anyway, a 6 means you do it. So you whatever you're trying to do right now, lower the body down gently. It's definitely going very smoothly for you.
Thanks to Fortuna and me.
Yep. All right. So
I
what
mean,
happens?
yes.
Mostly me,
Are you
but-
lowering it all the way down to the floor? Right.
No.
to the floor.
Next thing you know, Shorty got low.
We said that hand was by the window, right?
Yeah, so like the hand is near the window. It's about 15 feet drop, but you can easily lower the body next to it and avoid the hand if you wanted to.
Well, I was thinking maybe it might be better if we dropped it to the hand first. Drop down, see what we could see.
We dropped it to the floor.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you rolled for that, so yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
It's already done.
All right, so the body hit the floor. Let the body.
I guess I misunderstood.
Okay, so the
Yes,
body
you
is
did.
now on the floor. Do you hold on to the rope?
Yeah, we're not going to try to let him slump. Or
Is
just,
there
it's like a standing
is there like
body
a
in
pipe
there.
we could just like hook the rope onto so it's like secured?
Not on the roof.
Actually, I see one right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and hook it onto that right there.
Wow, O'Neill.
It's my game. I make it up.
So-
So I see a thing that we can hook it onto,
Fuck you.
and it works. So that way we can lower ourselves down on the rope.
Okay, no.
Is this a rotating DM game?
Yeah. For now, we can make it to where Ox is holding the rope, and that way you guys are free to move. All right, so Ox is holding the rope for you, and it's taut. The body has landed on. Now, you're making it sound like you're using this guy like a fucking puppet, where you guys sounded like you just wanted to put it on the floor. So which is it? What are we doing?
I want him to be standing upright. That way they notice that there's somebody standing and they go over there with
Okay.
with
Is that-
kind of like the idea that there's somebody attacking.
Oh, so like it's almost like
like
the
he's the
rope
one that made
is
that
under
noise.
is like around his arms, so his arms are out and his head's up, and he's like.
Now
kinda
I
like
wish
that
you
thing.
had more rope, so you'd be like, "Hey!" Like, moving him
I just
around like a
assumed he's gonna be
fucking-
laying there, so people would go
marionette.
over there and try to like perform CPR. But okay.
Are you?
Hello.
You're hanging him like he's a dude, and like Ricardo's like, that's fucked up, man. He's dead. You're using him like a puppet. Like he fucking Pinocchio down there.
It's like, hello, I'm a normal human. Look at me go. Look at me dance. My hooves.
Okay, so he's standing there, and you do see 3 blue coats start coming towards him, and one looks up.
Thank you for listening to Oops, We Broke the Multiverse podcast. We were playing Blades in the Dark, published by Evil Hat Productions. Our intro and outro music was provided by Major Powers and the Lo-Fi Symphony. You can hear more of their music on Spotify. The introduction was voiced by our multi-talented friend Brian Linds. You can find him on Instagram at Cult Classic Posters. I'm Anthony O'Neill. I was playing Avarice. Mr. X was played by Anthony Gaba. Our Game Master and NPCs was played by Sean Cruz. And of course, our special guest tonight was AnnMare Cruz. She was playing Fortuna. She's an amazing illustrator, tattoo artist, and nerd. You can follow her on Instagram at AnnMare Cruz. That's at AnnMare CRUZ.
I can't believe